Hello everyone, my name is Andini Putramawati and today I'm going to take on a 5-minute English speaking challenge. I'll be talking about several topics related to my studies in English education. So, let's begin. First of all, why did I choose to major in English education? Well, there are several reasons. One of the main reasons is because I have always loved English since I was in junior high school. I enjoy learning new vocabulary, understanding grammar, and especially speaking in English. And I also realized that English is a global language and being able to master it can open many opportunities not only in education but also in career and communication. Another reason is that I want to become a teacher. I believe that education is the key to changing people's lives, and I want to be a part of that change. By majoring in English education, I can help students learn English and prepare them for a better future. And now, let me talk about the most difficult subject I have experienced in my English major. For me, the most difficult subject is syntax. Syntax is the study of sentence structure and honestly it can be very confusing. Sometimes I find it hard to analyze sentence or identify the grammatical function of each word. The rules are very detailed and sometimes hard to memorize. However, even though it's difficult, I know it's very important. Syntax helps us understand how sentences are formed, which is essential for writing and speaking correctly. So I try to study it step by step and ask questions whenever I don't understand. Mm, Now let me share some challenges I've been facing during my studies. One of the biggest challenges is managing my time. As a student, I have to balance between lectures, assignments, presentations, and sometimes group projects. There are times when I feel very tired and stressed. To overcome this, I try to create a weekly schedule and list all the tasks I need to complete. I also reminders on my phone to make sure I don't forget deadlines. Another challenge is sometimes I feel insecure about my English speaking skills, especially when I compare myself to others. But I realize that learning is a process and everyone has their own pace. So I remind myself to practice more, not to be afraid of making mistakes and to keep improving little by little. When it when it comes to learning methods, I personally like the communicative approach the most. These methods focus on using English in real communication, not just learning rules or vocabulary. In this method, we often work in pairs or group. We practice dialogues, role plays, or even small presentation. I like this method because it's fun, interactive, and it really helps me become more confident in speaking English. I also enjoy watching English movie and listening to English songs, which also help me improve my listening skills. Finally, what job or career do I want to pursue after completing my studies? As I mentioned earlier, I want to become an English teacher, especially for junior high school or senior high school students. I want to make English more interesting for them, just like my teacher did for me. Besides teaching, I also dream of become a content creator of working working in the education technology field. I would love to create educational videos or apps that help students learn English more easily. So that's all from my English speaking challenges. Thank you for listening, and I hope this inspires some of you who are also learning English or studying English education. See you next time.